So 5 crews in this first heat. We've got Dreiger from Germany, Guerra from Italy, Tarantola from France, Krak from Netherlands, and Lebedeva from Russia. So just looking at the German sculler, Marie-Louise Dreiger here. She's 37 years of age. She's just looking to the back of her boat as they line up under starters' orders. So she's looking, we see the Italian sculler here, just lining up there with the clog that comes up over the bow board to keep the boat in place while it's under starters' orders. This is the French sculler, Lauren Tarantola, in lane 3, just looking back to check that her boat's in place, ready for the start. This is the Dutch sculler, Amber Krak, in lane 4. Here, the Russian sculler in lane 5. That's Anastasia Lebedeva, awaiting starters' orders, just looking back to check her boat straight. And this is the German sculler, Marie-Louise Dreiger, again. Just glancing back, double-checking boats in the right place.
Italy, France,
We can hear starters' orders.
Russian Federation. Stop for the moment. No alignment.
So, crews aligned and ready for the start.
Germany, Italy, France, the Netherlands, Russian Federation. Attention.
And they're off.
Yeah, Marie-Louise Dreiger on that lane 1 got a great start. The veteran German sculler, 37 years of age. Sculled in the heavyweight single sculls back in the London Olympics in 2012, finished in the B final there. And there is Dreiger with those distinctive blue socks. The sculler from Rostock, there in the north of Germany. And such an experienced competitor leading out in this, and these scullers will have all weighed in around 59 kilos a couple of hours before the race. Laura Tarantola in second place, the French sculler from Grenoble, Aviron Grenoble, in the east of France. We're used to seeing Laura Tarantola in the double with Claire Bove. Of course, she's been in that double last year in the World Championships and this year in the World Cup season, but here in the single. Clara Guerra, the Italian there, and what a talent this young Italian is, from the Fiammiggioli club. Finished 5th in this event in last year's European Championships, but she won the Junior World Championships in 2016. Great singles race. She was one of the smallest competitors in the field, a bit like Janine Gamellen, but still came through. And she's by no means out of this race, though. She's in 3rd position. So we've yet to go through the 500 metres. A lot of looking from Marie-Louise Dreiger there, Kat.
Yeah, she's just looking over to her left. I guess she's up there in lane 1. She wants to know what's going on in the rest of the course. I'm sure she's looking at Laura Tarantola from France, who's just sitting ahead of her. 2 crews here going to go straight through to the final.
Clara Guerra, of course, just come out from the under-23s where she took a bronze medal in that race. It was very close at the finish. I'm sure she's going to be a bit tired in this field. And probably, I would think, you'd pick the German and the French woman to go through here. Tarantola having a little look either at Krak or Lebedeva. I think Lebedeva, the Russian, is close up. She's a decent lightweight sculler as well. The Russian, 25 years of age, finished in the finals, both of the Belgrade and Linz World Cups. Nice easy move from the French sculler, isn't it? Claire Bove has just, she's got nice long, she really uses her height to the best advantage, the French sculler. And 1.73 m, which is quite tall for a lightweight.
Yeah,
5'8"
using the height to her advantage, long strokes, just glancing over to her right there to see what Clara Guerra and Marie-Louise Drager are up to on her right-hand side, but she's still got the better of them as they come up to the halfway marker.
Guerra's putting Drager under pressure now. The Italian is really motoring through, and she doesn't seem to be suffering yet any ill effects from having raced at the under-23s, where she won that bronze medal last week in Poznan, Poland.
Really long strokes from the Italian. She's just hanging off the blade there. Really long in the water. Just
19 years of age, Kat, and you know, she really does use her body reach. She's got such a long arm span. You see, that's where she rose so long, and that's really one reason why she's so quick. She's just got naturally, you know, long reach for her arm span, and she's not as tall as the other scullers, but she really does use that reach effectively.
She's certainly using it at the moment as she's pacing alongside Marie-Louise Drager, who's really got much more experience in this boat class. There's only 2 of these boats to go through, and Tarantola's still sitting up there ahead, but I think Clara Guerra's move is just bringing her level with Marie-Louise Drager.
Yeah, Drager's going to be hurting, isn't she? We're going through the 1,000-metre mark into that third quarter. And Lara Tarantola, that beautiful sculling style that we've spoken about. Nice, easy reach, nothing sort of forced out front. A little bit more you can see for the Italian. She's really having to go for that extra reach. Drager's answered her move, and at the moment Drager is just maybe a metre ahead of the Italian. It's sort of stroke for stroke, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really relaxed from the German sculler up there in lane 1. She's rating pretty low for a lightweight single, just rating 30, 31 strokes a minute. So I wonder if she can take that up and produce a bit more of a sprint in these final stages.
Yeah, the angle you can see there, you can see the bows of the German are just maybe about, what is it, a metre, 50 centimetres ahead of Clara Guerra, who keeps applying pressure. And Clara Guerra's bows occasionally just hit the front every so often. They're just trading punches. And there she looks across the Rostock sculler, the veteran, the 37-year-old, and just says, OK, what more have you got? I mean, for my money, I think Clara Guerra, if she's got the endurance after that under-23, she's the one who's going to take this race. But, you know, it will unfold in the really fascinating last quarter. Guerra's going to hit the front, it looks like, with 500 metres to go of this little contest. Tarantola leading the race.
Yeah, she's maintained that great length in the water through the whole of this race. Marie-Louise Drager is looking at her right. I'm not sure what she's looking at over there on the right-hand side of her. It's what's going on the left that needs to be concerning her. Moving to this last 500, Clara Guerra has really moved up now.
So at some stage, the German sculler's got to decide, you know, she's got that long stroke, as you said, Kat, and she doesn't really seem to have so much of a vibrancy in terms of rating. It's almost that she's kind of decided, well, I'm going to hang in there for a bit, but the Italian going away almost with every stroke. And I think Marie-Louise Drager will think discretion is the better part of valour and go through to the repechage to try and make the A final. Yeah,
Clara Guerra is just really using that confidence. She's taken it up. She's up at 34 strokes a minute now, just securing the second place, holding that length ahead of her German rival on her right-hand side. And the German sculler's just taking it down now. I think she's accepted that she's going to be going into third place and through the repechage.
Italian women's rowing and sculling has really come to the fore. The country has done a lot to build up women's sports, not really known in the 80s or the 90s for having a strong women's program, but the Italians have really built that up excellently, and now we've got gender equity in the Olympic program. It's really fitting and appropriate, and Clara Guerra is pretty much a symbol of one of this renaissance of Italian women's rowing, and she looks to be well on the way to a direct final qualification with about 200 metres left to go.
Yeah, it's decisive now. Laura Tarantola and Clara Guerra ahead of the German sculler Marie-Louise Drager. Just 19 years of age, Clara Guerra. What a strength for the Italian juniors as well as their senior squad. from this sculler, but Laura Tarantola just sat there ahead of the field. She's watched that battle unfold between the two scullers on her right-hand side and managed to stay ahead of them the whole way.
Yeah, decent margin for the Frenchwoman, the 24-year-old Frenchwoman, as she comes up to the line. The sculler from Grenoble. Very, very comfortable victory. Very assured in style and also in margin as well.
So just outside of the direct qualification to the final, the German sculler Marie-Louise Draeger, 4th place to the Dutch sculler Amber Krak, and in 5th it's Lebdeva from Russia. So here's the winner, Laura Tarantola from France. And the young Clara Guerra finishing in 2nd place. She's just getting her breath back. Marie-Louise Draeger, 3rd place for her. Just outside of qualification. She'll be going through the repechage tomorrow in order to determine which final she'll end up in.
So the second heat of, that's the results, beg your pardon, of